Hey, welcome to the Hopcast.
Thanks for coming back.
I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder, and we are joined. Dave is here, and we're at his pub, Brickstore Pub,
Yep.
in Atlanta.
That's right.
No, we're in Decatur, right?
That's right, which is Atlanta, 15 minutes east of the actual city.
Yeah, so we're making the
Yeah,
trek.
so
We're
we're-
kind of like making a big circle here. And along the way, everyone where we stop has been telling, oh, you're going to Brickstore, right? You're going to Brickstore. So, like, we've heard this is the destination spot if you like beer in the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's...
thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for taking the time. That's great.
How long have you guys been around here?
We have been... we'll be turning 13 in June. This area that we're in here, the Belgian bar, we expanded into back in 2004. So this just turned, well, I guess it just turned 5 back in November. And that was shortly after we lobbied very hard for a number of years to get our beer laws changed to allow beers over 6%. And once we got that law changed, we sort of started turning our focus to how can we create more space to get all these new beers that are going to be coming in. Back then, back in the late part of the 90s and even early 2000s, we kind of were the beer place. It's kind of funny to think back what the beer scene looked like back then. You know, we didn't have any of these beers that we have now, but it was pretty tame for sure. But I think what we did back then was it was kind of what we weren't selling as opposed to what we were. Although we did have a very good beer list, we've never poured anything major domestic or any light beer, so we were already known as kind of the beer place.
Yeah.
And it really business was always great, but it really, once we got that law changed and found a way to expand up into this area up here, was when it really literally took us to another level, ironically enough.
So we are on the second floor.
Level.
This is the second level, yeah. There's a bar downstairs that serves a lot of great beers, a lot of American craft stuff, and then you come upstairs, and this is exclusive Belgian
style. That's right.
And it even looks like very European in here.
Yeah, we were, part of where we lucked out was the building that we got, which is definitely a very cool building that was built back in the early 1900s, and a lot of brick and wood, and we were lucky enough to sort of have these great walls to work within, and it really, we were scared to death when we expanded because Brickstore was a very, we've always had really good business, was always very popular, but you guys have been to places where great place and they get busy and they expand and everything's screwed up.
Yeah.
They ruin the place. And what was cool about this was we were able to expand, and when you walk through the front door, you never, like, it took a good year or so for people to even realize we had done this. Because,
oh wow. Okay.
Because it's kind of tucked. You got to walk in and go up the stairs.
You got to know.
You got to know. You got to be in the know. So that was really helpful, and then it just kind of. I guess developed its own personality, and which is really cool because kind of the best part about it is that downstairs is very open, and the high ceilings, and it's very almost like beer hallish. Whereas this, you're right, it's very a lot of people make the comment of the whole European, not just because of the beers, we do all the glassware, but just the low ceilings and the very aged kind of look about it.
Absolutely. Now, something that you just showed us is your insane cellar.
I think it's beyond insane.
Well, thanks. Yeah, my business partners and I took a trip to Belgium back in 2003 or 4 or something like that, and went to a place called Chmielewski, if you've ever heard of that. It's in Antwerp, and to me, it's without a doubt the most amazing beer bar that will probably ever be. It's truly amazing. So we knew on that trip going there that that's what we had to do. I mean, that was the next step. We had done this. We had done the Brickstore. We kind of turned this, and this was the next thing, and it was catching on, and people were really excited about it. But we knew to sort of stay ahead of the game and to kind of continue to try to keep Brickstore at that level. was definitely going the cellar route, and how could we do it, and all that. And luckily we had known the guys next door where we just were down in the basement, and knew that it was a bank vault, and we had been down there, and just the whole catacombs. We didn't even walk. I should have walked you back in there, but it just goes on and on. It's insane.
It's an actual cellar, or it's actual bank vault, and
yeah.
the big doors.
It's
cool.
It's very, very cool. So we had known about that. So we got home from Belgium, and I think the plane was landing, and I was calling the landlord to try to get his number, because like we knew it, and it's one of those things we were so excited about the thought of it, and just knowing, not only was there a lot of European stuff that would sell it really well, but now there's all these great American craft stuff which would work as well too. So we just came home. I started buying stuff like crazy, and originally was storing it down in my basement of my house, and it just got to the point where we had to secure that. So we ended up working out with those guys, and hopefully by sometime this year we're gonna hopefully unleash a whole lot of that, and try to get it on a list, and hopefully that'll be a whole nother level.
Yeah. So in the future you can plan on just walking in here with an insane list, almost old scroll of all these different.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
All these different aged vintages
Beauties.
of wonderful beers down there. That I've never seen them all in one room together. It was overwhelming to say the least.
That's cool. I guess I'm a little. I'd love to walk into it the first time now, And
you're over it.
I've just kind of seen it develop, so I've seen it so many times. But no, it's great, because I do hear that from a lot of people I take down there. They're like, "Wow, I've never seen anything like this." So hopefully that's that'll keep us on the majority of you beer nerds websites, not websites. Radar. You're a website.
And websites too.
Right, websites too.
So absolutely. I mean, this is we're just continuing to find out all the great beer culture here that is in Atlanta that we had no idea existed, but it's quite something, and we'll put the little cherry on top with you guys.
Oh, thanks. All right, so let's.
Great food, great beer,
great people.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So come on, stop by the Brick Store if you're. If you're here locally, then you're here anyways. But stop on by, because it's really, really great stuff. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it.